Here we're going to take a look at the importance of breaking down, playing good body defense, and not lunging at an offensive player when they are trying to get past you. So in this situation, we've got the player in white with the ball, offense, trying to get to the goal, and we've got the dark player right here who is about to break down and play defense and try and keep the player in white from getting to the goal. So we see the approach here, and first we'll go over what should be done. So as you approach a ball carrier, a couple of yards away, right about here, you should be coming to a stop, breaking down, getting a good defensive position, good defensive stance, being ready to engage that offensive player with contact, but most importantly, being able and ready to react to the move that that player makes. Because you know when you get to the point of engagement, right about here, you know that offensive player is going to make a move. He's going to go into a split dodge, a roll dodge, a face dodge. He's going to change direction, and he's going to try and separate. He's going to try and create distance between you and him. Now, your job as a defender isn't just to stop that player right here at the point of contact, at the point of impact, but you need to be able to react and adjust to what that player does so you can continue to make contact with him and drive him away from the goal as he accelerates downfield. Now, the problem with lunging, and that means rushing out towards a player, not stopping, not breaking down, but just rushing right out and lunging at him, right, is it makes it really, really difficult to react and recover to the move that that offensive player makes. So if the player in dark, the defensive player, broke down and got in good defensive position, good defensive stance right here, even though the player in white makes a nice little dodge, a nice little change of direction, the player in dark would be able to recover and react and stay with him. So the player in white makes his move right here. Now, if the blue player had played that correctly, he would be able to stay in front of the player in white, stay in between him and the goal, and keep him from getting a good shot off. But because he never breaks down, because he rushes out at that player and lunges, he makes it so that he can't recover. Right here, he's already beat. If you take a look at the defender's feet, the defender's momentum, it's going this way. Okay, and if you look at the offensive player's feet, the offensive player's momentum, it's going that way. And when a defender's momentum is going one way and an offensive player's momentum is going the other way, the offensive player is going to get past the defensive player. So there's no way for him to recover here. He ends up getting beat, and the player in white gets to the goal, gets a shot off. Not a great shot, goes right into the goalie's stick, but he still gets to the goal and gets that shot off because this defensive player didn't break down, because he lunged. So again, just kind of in conclusion here, don't rush out at an offensive player because you're taking away one of your recovery vectors. If the player breaks down right here and plays good defense, he can react in several different ways. He can react if the ball carrier goes to his right. He can react if the ball carrier goes to his left. And he can even drop step and open up and kind of react backwards. If he starts to get beat by that offensive player, he can react and get back in front of him. So he's got lots of different options as far as reacting and recovering to this offensive player. But when you lunge, you take away one of those vectors. You can only, when you rush at a player and lunge at him, you can only react right or react left. You can't use that drop step and get back to the middle because your momentum is going this way. So you just take away one of your options to play defense when you rush out at a player like that. So to play it appropriately, approach, break down, come to a stop, get your fists on that offensive player, stop their momentum, and react to their dodge. Make sure that you don't lunge at an offensive player because they'll just sidestep you and go right to the goal.